Was Jennings already here?
Yes.
With 2 doping controls.
Down, please.
I had to take my time. So I don't know who else is going to come, but let's get started because you've been waiting for so long. There's a lot of people going to say some things, but probably most of the questions are going to be for me and to me. I would say probably let's start with the questions.
Was the fight harder than you expected?
I did expect a tough challenge. Honestly, Bryant Jennings was really mobile and was really tough to hit him. I couldn't find out the key and find the right distance to land punches that I want to land. The punches that I threw, unfortunately, hit the arms and his defense. And I was expecting to get a win, and I was confident saying that I'm going to defend my titles. But unfortunately, I didn't defend it as an impressive way as I usually do it. Or, for example, as my past fight in November with Kubrat Pulev. But Jennings was challenging. He was trying in his own way, and I need to give respect for that. And I think that there are going to be no questions, even if it was a 12-round fight, who at the end was the winner.
Wladimir, right here. Wladimir, he seemed to be ducking down under your right hand, and you seemed to pull back on the right hand in the later rounds. Is that something that you saw, that he was trying to extend you, reaching with that right hand? Because you seemed to pull back on that later on in the fight.
It was really tough to get into the fight. As I said, to tango belongs two, and I believe that the styles make the fight. I've been in this business for a very long time, and I've been, it was my 67th fight. So there were some fights that were more exciting and some other fights that were less exciting. Probably this one belongs to ones that were not as exciting as probably a lot of fans were expecting, or even expectations of myself. But as I said, the win is the win. The Klitschko story continues, and I will do it in a way with hopefully improvement also in my performance, and hopefully the next fight is going to be more exciting than this one.
Wladimir over here.
1,000 people flew in from Ukraine. What do you have to say for all your fans that made that very long trip to see you here?
I think it was a great weekend for the fans from Europe, from Ukraine and Germany and England. They traveled to New York. They spent great time with the great weather this weekend. And obviously get Madison Square Garden and watch one of the Klitschko fights. I think it was a great weekend. So, as I said, also the win is the win, and I hope they will travel back home satisfied.
Wladimir, congratulations on number 18.
Thank you.
I'm counting. My question for you is, you had basically a sold-out house, almost over 17,000, and it was somewhat competitive at times in the fight. Do you think you did enough for the American audience, both in the arena as well as the folks that were watching on HBO, to say, hey, Wladimir needs to fight in the United States more often. We want him back yet again after this performance tonight?
Well, I would probably say an impressive win with a knockout is going to be a better answer for this question. Obviously, I'm looking forward to be back and fighting here in the States. I need an opponent that is also coming from the States. I think it's something that speaks for itself. I believe, and I told you that before, through all these many years and many title defenses, and I need to impress somebody, and especially the audience, with my performance. I need to win, and I need to stick to my game plan. And as I said, I wish to win impressively, and the best win is the win by TKO or KO. We didn't see it tonight, but Klitschko's story continues. There's a lot of games in soccer or American football, and sometimes they're really exciting, some other times not. But as I said, it's important that the Klitschko stories continue.
Vladimir, there's one
Is
belt.
Tyson Fury next for you?
I just got the news that it was my free title defense against Bryant Jennings, and now I have to go back to be obligated and defend my titles. I had mandatories and have mandatories. I don't know who is exactly in the line, one of the federations, WBO or WBA, but the way it looks that Tyson Fury is going to be my next challenger.
There's only one belt missing in your collection, the WBC. Deontay Wilder has that belt.
That's true. One belt is missing. It was in the Klitschko family, but I never hold the WBC championship. And an unification fight, such a unification fight against Wilder would be fantastic. It's not going to happen as the next fight of mine, because I think Deontay needs to defend his title first time after he won it, and probably such fight can happen sometime beginning next year. Or hopefully it's going to happen sometime beginning next year.
What do you think about Tyson Fury as an opponent, and would you be interested in fighting him at the stadium in England?
I'm sorry.
What do you think about Tyson Fury as an opponent, and would you be interested in fighting him in England at the stadium, a big stadium fight?
Well, obviously, fight with Tyson Fury is not going to be in the United States. He's British, and
I mean, in England, in London, in Wembley, sell out Wembley.
yeah, I think this fight needs to happen in Europe. It's a good European fight, and as a champion of the world, you travel and you fight in different places. And I know that he's also WBA mandatory, and obviously that's something that I have to do to defend my title, and I mean WBA title in this case. And then with Fury fighting in Germany or fighting in Great Britain, that's something that we need to figure out. Where the location of the fight is going to happen, I don't know yet. But that's what we need to work on in the next weeks and days.
Jennings said earlier he would love a rematch. Would you take him up on that if the occasion arises?
I don't think there's a chance for rematch, because this fight was not really competitive enough for a rematch. There is no drama, and I don't think that rematch will be happening.
Wladimir, you're 39, you said that you feel young, you can keep on doing this, but what is your end goal? How long do you feel you want to keep on doing this, and why?
I've learned to make the decisions how long I'm going to fight, and it's going from fight to fight. As long as I'm healthy and as long as I have great motivation, which I knock on wood do have, I will continue. I don't feel my age in this case. I've heard it a lot, but age is just a number. It depends on your lifestyle. And I just talked to Bernard Hopkins and asked him this question: what's the secret? Do you sleep in the fridge, or what? How do you do it? Because you're an alien, and with 49 and being so top fit. And he said, that's just lifestyle. And I've been not burning myself when I was younger, and whatever I didn't burn when I was in younger age, it lasted really long, and I'm using it now. And I think that healthy lifestyle obviously gives you good health and motivation. So I do have healthy lifestyle. I'm enjoying performing, and I'm enjoying getting ready, and I will continue that as long as I can.
Jonathan Banks, what would you want Klitschko to do more in this fight with Jennings? What would you want him to do more in this fight that he did not do in this fight?
Well, it's not so much what he did not do, what so much of what his competitor wasn't coming to do. I mean, I think as Jennings, once again, Jennings is a tough competitor. He's a mandatory by the WBC for a reason, and I think he's a very good fighter. But at the same time, when he's coming to Vladimir, he's coming ducking under him. He wasn't so offensive today. Usually Jennings he's usually offensive. Throws a lot of punches. Today he wasn't doing that. He wasn't committing to a lot of punches as he normally would.
Vladimir, congratulations on the win right here, right in front.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win. 2 questions. Number 1, did you agree with the point deduction? Number 2, one of the scorecards had it 118, 109. It's a very large margin. Not everyone agrees with that. What is your thought on that scoring?
Well, point deduction, I'm not going to complain. Whatever the judge, I mean, in this case, the referee decided to do, that's his call, and I think that's a good question for him. I believe when you have size difference, as Jennings and myself, and I've seen that in Perez fight when Jennings was fighting Perez. He was actually taller than Perez, but he was getting under Perez for some reason. So it's something that, you know, with a size difference could happen, and that's the referee's call and his job. I was doing my job, asking for that. And whatever the points were given, that's not my business. That's business of the judges, and I think one more time it's a good question for them.
Shannon Briggs has been a thorn in your side for quite some time.
Speak up, please.
Shannon Briggs has been a thorn in your side for quite some time. How do you feel about his antics, and would you consider fighting him at some point?
Well, we need to save Shannon Briggs from Shannon Briggs. He's getting himself in trouble. He's, you need to remember when he was fighting Vitaly, what happened. So I hope he's really aware of what he's actually doing with his provocations and trying to get a ring with me. In such fight is going to happen. It's not going to be Bryant Jennings Klitschko fight, so it's going to be a little different. And as for now, he's not mandatory. As for now, Shannon Briggs is out there. Why is he not here tonight? I'm actually surprised. Oh, well, it's. I mean, obviously, I'm finding it funny too. Until you know it's getting really over the edge, and somebody following me in the restaurant, or especially in the water, which was not funny. We can laugh about it, but chasing me with a speedboat while I was paddleboarding, and just taking the videos that were less dangerous. Trust me, there was situations where it was not funny. Just passing by myself on the board with high speed on a speedboat, it's not funny. It's just ridiculously bad, and I hope we just really can save Shannon Briggs from Shannon Briggs before he does any stupid mistakes.
Any more questions?
Pass by.
Do you want to get the mic?
First of all, congratulations. You talked about the tango, but always 2 for the tango. Why was Jennings not real partner for this tango match?
Well, he was trying to. He was absolutely fighter that deserved to get this fight. Styles makes it all either exciting or not. I mean, for the years I've learned it, and today was a fight that was really challenging for me. I couldn't place my punches the way I used to, or the way I could. Sometimes it's just not working the way it's supposed to work. But I can explain the reasons, and I think it has to do with the fighting style of Jennings. He hasn't been hit much in the past 19 fights that he had. Today was his 20th fight. That means he has a really good feeling for punches. His defense is good. His arms are long when he's covering himself. His forearms are so long that it's like a shield. So it's it was challenging for me. I mean, I could have done better. I have to blame myself for that as well. But I tried, and I also don't want to engage in the fight and do the fight in a close distance that he was hoping to, because that's where he was comfortable with. And I think I can talk about it a lot, or Jennings, but you've seen it all with your own eyes. And I couldn't engage in the fight and couldn't knock the person out.
Chan, with each defense, you get closer to Joe Louis's record. I know you've said in the past you don't like to think about records, but as you get closer to that record, does it become more important to you? Is it something that you think about with each defense?
You're still asking me these questions, and I'm still answering the same. Those guys are icons for me. I'm afraid to talk about breaking Joe Louis' record because I respect this guy so much, and I'm still looking up to him. And what he's done in boxing is probably impossible to break. What was that, 18 title defense? Was it 18?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
18. I'm not even counting, I'm sorry. You know, it's just, there's another 7 title defenses. I mean, we're talking about years, and we're talking about so many fights, and who knows what could happen. I mean, there's so much could happen in the ring. So I'm not looking forward to break it. When that's gonna be 24th title defense, and then we're gonna look up to 25. Let's talk about it. But as for now, I think it doesn't make sense.
Champion, how do you rank yourself in boxing history? Yourself, because Jennings just left saying, I'm the best, I'm champion of the world. So at this point, how do you rank yourself?
Well, I'm not gonna rank myself. You guys rank me. You can give me your judgment, where you see myself in history, or how you find my style boring or exciting. That's your job. I'm enjoying to be a professional athlete, I'm enjoying to be a champion. I'm enjoying to fight at Madison Square Garden. I have main event. I'm enjoying my stage. I'm pleased with your questions, and I'm pleased with your attention. And I hope I can give you as much excitement back as I can. That's your judgment, not mine. I will take a step back and just enjoy the ride. That's what I've done the past years, and that's what I'm going to do in the future as well. I want to use, thank you for the question, I want to use also this chance and say thank you so much to Madison Square Garden for being so supportive, to all the media outlets. It was such easy promotion because all of you wanted to promote this fight, all of you were looking forward to this fight, all of you were waiting for such a long time, me being finished with doping control. I just want to say thank you. I hope to see you back here in the States, maybe invite you come over to Europe and watch me fight there, in this case now with Tyson Fury. And we talked about Wilder and the unification fight. Who knows if our way is going to cross and Deontay is going to defend his title well sometime in summer. And then we're going to see each other again here on the US soil, and I'll be pleased to fight here back in the United States. Thank you so much for all your questions and attention.
Very long time.